Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Virgo. These are your messages from the angels. There's no timing for this reading. You hear these messages when you need to, when you are meant to. So if you were drawn to this video, then there is most likely a message here for you. Now I have 5 messages set before me here. And so either one or more of these messages will offer you something that you are seeking, or maybe even something you didn't know that you needed. And it'd be like a light bulb moment. This can be guidance. It can be direction. It can simply be some important information that you needed to hear that will help you on your journey. Let us go directly to the heart of this reading. And we have the King of Water. So you could be this king, male or female. You could be embodying this, the energy of this king. So at first, he would appear to be very different than his queen, actually. On the surface, if this is you, on the surface your emotions can be restrained and very much controlled and balanced on the surface. People can sense that you are a caring and kind individual. It's just that they would also see or be unable to know what you are feeling, or that you don't, it's because you don't show your feelings like the queen, and so this is the difference. Deep down though, you're very generous and warm-hearted, devoted, and sometimes you can be openly affectionate. Unlike the Knight of Water, you can be completely trusted when it comes to relationships. If this king represents you, then you care very deeply for your romantic partner and your children, if any. You are a trustworthy and loyal spouse and a very doting parent if you do have children. People would say that you have a reputation for a very understated and quiet authority that would have been earned through good advice and emotional maturity. However, underneath all of this, the power of your emotions has the same undercurrent as the queen. Because you desperately want a deep, intimate relationship with other people or another person. It's just that you've experienced the unforeseen consequences of such close relationships, and so you have grown to be cautious, even a little afraid. You may tend to keep things under wraps with most people. Yours is a charitable heart, and you do not have an unkind word for anyone. You realize that you can't possibly understand everything that everyone has been through. So, in that context, how can you fairly judge? Therefore, if someone else has negative things to say about someone, then they'd be better off keeping those sentiments to themselves. Has has anyone ever told you that you really need to learn the word no for everyone's sake? You may make a habit of always saying yes. And do not be so afraid to show your emotions. Not everyone out there is out to manipulate your feelings. It's inevitable that someone won't like your point of view, so you might as well get used to occasional conflict. And don't worry so much. Behind you, you have renewal here. So this is helping you to choose, to review your situation, which probably is what you're doing, and maybe being overly cautious, so that you can choose the path you will take next. Now, this would suggest that you discuss your thoughts and feelings honestly with those you love, but here you have a tendency to keep those emotions under control, maybe not opening up, but they're asking you to do so. This is your time. You're sitting here and it's like, what's next? It's a time for review and reflection. Where have you come from? Where are you now? And where do you want to go? You can be anything you want to be. You can fulfill any dream. However, as with any quest, you'll need to be able to clearly visualize where you want to go. You cannot just accidentally arrive there. You'll need a spiritual map for this journey. Envision your happiest of futures. Bring the law of attraction to its zenith of power in your life. And when you have it figured out, then, and only then, take action. Until that time, peacefully develop awareness of flashes of inspiration and original creative ideas. These epiphanies are part of your life purpose and are meant to guide you on your way to joy. The Ace of Air. So sometimes things can get off to a bumpy start. But that doesn't mean that you should just give up. Pay close attention to the ways in which your plans didn't go as expected. Okay, so things may not be going as expected. The road could be a little bumpier than you thought. Maybe you need to open up more. Pay close attention to the ways in which your plans didn't go as expected. Why? Because these are messages from your angels about how to improve your strategy. This card is asking you to communicate clearly, especially when sharing ideas with others. So if your question here is about whether to implement a new idea you've come up with, this card is a yes card to that question. That's your yes answer. Just remember that whatever it is, it'll probably be necessary to perfect your plan over time. It is a card that will indicate that you can and will overcome the obstacles. But it's important here, there's an importance on understanding the truth and, of course, how things work. Being objective. So, although the road may feel a little bumpy, they are just minor setbacks. You are going to overcome these obstacles. Oh yes, most definitely, because here we have the star. So the star is asking you to have faith in the future. Dreams do come true. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's the light of the divine sending you great blessings. The happy changes from the transformation card have arrived. The star is a card of faith, hope, and joy. It brings with it an understanding of the past and a sense of purpose that makes your heart feel so free that you'll want to laugh out loud. With that understanding, you can plan for the future knowing that all will be well. So, wish upon that star. The sky's the limit as you dream of what you want. Trust that the future is truly bright. This card speaks to faith that can move mountains. Its appearance can bring you sudden insights. You know exactly what to do next. Clarity about why things happened in the past. It is a card of good fortune. So there is good fortune and a wish being granted that is coming to you. We have a card of change and transition as our final message here. You're going through some changes right now, and you may not be enjoying them, but please be assured that they are for your highest good. Change is a natural process, and we are constantly moving through different levels of development and experience so that we can grow. Allow yourself to relax, knowing that the angels are supporting you fully through these changes. Yes, change can be a challenging process, especially if you fight it. Know that you are supported at this time, and that the changes really are bringing blessings into your life. You may be faced with the feeling of fear and not knowing what the next stage is, which is where you're at here. But there are plenty of doors opening and opportunities being presented to you. Allow yourself to let go and welcome the new and exciting energy life is bringing to you. Many blessings.